Well, hello, welcome to a reading of the Greek New Testament, and I'm reading the book of Revelation and up to chapter 3. So this is the next in this list of messages to the seven churches. Structure is very similar to what we've seen before, and so he begins Kai to angelo tes en Sardis the ecclesias grapson. And to the angel of the church which is in Sardis, literally among the Sardians, grapson write, Tardi lege hot ekon, ta hepta pneumata tu theou kai tus hepta asteras. So the one who holds, the one having, participle here, the seven spirits of God, and the seven asteras, from aster, third declension, now the seven stars, he says the following things. Oida su ta erga hoti onoma ekes hotitses kai nekros e. I know your works, the works of you, that you have a name, perhaps almost a reputation here, but literally you have a name, hoti tseis from tsao, that you are alive. Now we have a kai, we would expect probably an Allah here, but we get a kai, and you are nekros, you are a corpse, you are dead. Probably taken as an adjective here, you are dead. Ginu gregoron kai sterison taloipa ha emelon apothenein, uga hureka su ta erga pepleromena enopion tu theumou. Very strange construction here. We get an imperative from ginomai. In the previous recording I mentioned the grammatical origins, or the linguistic origins of ginomai being originally gignomai. The same thing happens with the verb ginomai in New Testament Greek, originally gignomai, and the root of that was gn, which becomes gen, and then you get this form ginomai for gignomai in Attic Greek. So this is the middle imperative here, and it's followed by a participle from gregorio, which is to keep watch, to keep awake. So it's literally become keeping awake. So it's just another way of doing the imperative, but it's quite it's not very common sort of Greek at all to do with this construction. They could have just had an imperative based on this verb, but instead the writers said become keeping awake. So remain awake, we'd say in English. Kai sterison, aorist imperative from sterisdo, strengthen or secure, make secure, ta loipa, the remaining things, ha, which, now neuter plural, again we've seen sometimes it takes a singular verb, sometimes plural. Here it's taking a plural verb. This is the imperfect from mellow, I'm about to. So make secure the remaining things which were about, apothenein aorist infinitive, to die. Uga hureka su ta erga pepleromena enopion tu theumou. For, now this is hureka from heurisco, you know the famous saying of Archimedes, eureka, here it is. So, for I have not found your works, pepleromena, well, having been fulfilled, perhaps completed, perhaps brought to completion, something like that. Plero is the verb. This is the perfect passive participle here. It does have a range of meanings, especially in the New Testament, in the sense of completed or filled up. So I have not found your works to have been completed enopion before my God. Mne monue un pos elephas kai ekusas kai tere ta meta no esan. We get some imperatives here. So mne monue, remember therefore. So call to mind, therefore, pose how Alephas is the perfect from lambano. We've seen that, I think, before. So this is the perfect from lambano. So bring to mind then how you received, perhaps understand the message, and you heard, and now there's another imperative, as you can see from the accent. It's te re o. Te reo is the verb, so it's te re e for the imperative, and then you get a contraction, and of course the accent is back here, which you've got two short syllables originally. So this is an imperative, so keep them and repent. So just to do that quickly, so bring to mind therefore how you received, perhaps understand the works or the messages, and you heard, understand them, and keep them and repent. Ean un me gregoreses hexahos kleptes kai ume gnois poian horan hexo episu. So, if therefore you do not remain awake, there's that Gregorio verb again that we had above as a participle. So if you do not keep watch or keep awake, hexo is the future from heiko. Heiko, I have come, it's perfect in English, present in Greek. It's an old verb of coming, so heiko, this is the future. I will come, hos kleptes, like a thief. First declension masculine, and in no way gnois. I think this is a subjunctive here from gignomai. Sorry, from gignosko to know, and in no way would you know. Poian horan, at what hour? Hexo, I will come epise against you. There's hexo again from heiko. But ekes oliga onomata ex sardesin ha uk emolunan tahimatia auton kai peripatesus sin metautu en lukois otiaxioi asin. But you have well, now it's literally a few names in Sardis, or among the Sardians, among the people of Sardis. So this is referring, I think, to those who have not left the faith or something. So you have a few names, understand still perhaps, among the men of Sardis, a few names which have not sullied, again neuter plural, the plural verb here. This is from moluno, to besmirch or to sully their garments. So when he says names, he means people here. He's basically saying there are still a few people among the people of Sardis who have not sullied or besmirched their garments. Kai peri patesusin, this is future from peripatio, and they will walk with me in leukois, in white things. Well, it must be referring back to the himatia, so in white garments, but it's just literally in white ones. Hoti axioi asin, because they they are worthy. Honikon hutos peribaletai en himatios leukois, kai ume ex alepso to onoma autu, ek tes biblu tes soes kai homologeso to onoma autu, enopion to patros mu, kai enopion ton angelon autu. And another long sentence here. The one conquering hutos, perhaps in this way, thus, peribalatai is a passive, a future passive here. It's from peri and bello. This is it's a passive future. Well, it's it must be passive in, it's middle in form, but perhaps passive in sense. So the one conquering, he will be clothed. Literally, he will have thrown around himself. It could be middle, so he will throw around himself, but probably it's probably middle in form, passive in meaning here, and it is a future. So he will be clothed in white garments, and in no way exalapso. This is again a subjunctive. From its exalapho is the verb with a phi here. It means to rub out. Alapho has the sense of to erase, and the X makes it very strong, completely erase. So I will in no way completely erase his name from the book of life. And homologeso, future from homologio, I will confess the name of him before my Father and before his angels. Ho ekon us accusato ti to pneuma lege tais ecclesiais. This is the usual capstone of each of these messages. The one having an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says tais ecclesiais, to the churches. And that was the message to the people of Sardis.